Festival of Japan has been going for 21 years. It's our 21st anniversary this year. And I made the big decision to retire from taking tours myself in 2027. After that, I'll still be doing bespoke tours, so I'll still be doing it, keep my hand in, I'll still go to Japan. So I want to make the last few tours that I do really, really special. I've got 7 tours. 3 of them are already fully booked, luckily, so I'm very, very lucky. I'm very lucky in that I tend to get a lot of people come back with me that have been before. I've got one lady who's been with me 8 times. We do something slightly different every time, and we have a ball. So the guests turn into more like friends than they do guests. The reason my tours, I think, are a bit special is we aim them at an older demographic. So I'm not looking to take 15, 16-year-olds to go and see Harajuku in Tokyo. I am going to take you to modern places, but with a textile and a craft element everywhere we go. So even though my tours say they're textile tours, they're not girly textile tours. So the tours that you can bring your hubby with, or you can bring your wife with if you're the one that's interested in textiles. We'll see as much of the textiles as you would love to see, but we'll also see as much of the culture. We try all of the time to live, eat, sleep, travel how the Japanese do. So we don't have a limousine bus that takes you everywhere. We sleep in standard houses or hotels. We don't stay in the top class hotels, but we do a bespoke service. So if you do want to stay at the Grand View in Kyoto, just ask me and we can put you in there. We tend to do it based on the group of people that I've got. So if I've got 10 people, which is usually my maximum, I get a list of what everybody wants to do. I then look at the itinerary. So I might have one lady or gent who can't walk upstairs. I'll arrange the itinerary so we don't walk upstairs. So it really is a package tour with a big bespoke element. We have 2 different types of tours. One, we start in Kyoto, which are either 13 or 15 days, and we travel out from Kyoto. So we go down to Hiroshima, we go to Miyajima, we travel out on the Shinkansen, on the bullet train, which everybody loves. The other tour we do is the anniversary tour, and like I say, we're running those until I retire, and I actually retire on the 9th of May 2027, which is my birthday. So I thought that was a really auspicious time to retire. So those tours, we start in Tokyo. So we have a couple of days in Tokyo. We see the usual things, Sky Tree. If you're interested in fabric, you'll go to Nippori Fabric Village, which you can't beat if you love fabric. Then we travel to Mt Fuji. I mean, Mt Fuji, you have to go to Mt Fuji. I can't promise that you will see Mt Fuji. Touch wood, every time we've been, on one of the days we have actually seen her. She's very elusive. If she doesn't want to come out, she won't come out. But we have always, again, touch wood, I'm very superstitious, that we will see her. From Fuji, we travel down to Kyoto. We spend the rest of the time in Kyoto. And again, we still travel out. So we still do Hiroshima, Miyajima, Himeji. We do all of the nice trips out. We don't do the tourist traps because that's not what we're there for. Tourism has really changed in Japan over the last few years. The people that come with me tend to be people who love Japan. They go into Japan because they want to experience the culture. A lot of people now seem to be going to Japan because they need to tick it off their bucket list. That's lovely if that's what you want to do with me, but the more you love Japan, the better experience I can give you. So if you tell me you're into frogs, for example, I had a lady a few years ago who loved frogs, kairu in Japanese, and we made sure that some of the things we did every day had a frog in them, so she had to spot the frog. So we try to make it individual. The more individual it is for you, the better it is for me, because I'm not getting bored. I'm seriously looking forward to getting back to Japan because I missed a tour in March. So I'm really looking forward to going back. I'm actually taking my best friend with me this time as well, which will be even better. So like I say, we sleep, eat and drink how the Japanese do. We don't go to high-class restaurants unless you specifically ask me to take you to a high-class restaurant. We do mum and dad cafes. We do things where the food is good, but it's reasonably priced. So you've got your money left to spend on all of your goodies. Over 21 years, I've had so many questions. I get a lot of the questions, the same ones, but I get the odd really, really good one. So what I've done, I've actually produced a book. So this is the book. It's in its second edition now. And this tells you everything you could possibly need to know about Japan. So what we're going to do, instead of you saying to me, oh, do I need visas for Japan? Me telling you and you forgetting, like I do, as soon as I walk away, everything's in the book. You do actually have to sign to say you've read the book as well, so that I know I don't have to repeat myself when I get back to Japan. I'm not going to mention your name, that lady. You know who you are. And make sure we have a fun time. We've got full itineraries. In 13 or 15 days, we don't have days free to explore. We have a set itinerary for every single day. If you've been with me before, I'll plan you an itinerary. If there's something you don't want to do for the 8th time, I'll plan you an itinerary and you can do that. We do textiles. So the thing that's on the table here, this is a part of a Noren curtain. This is in a very old Indigo workshop. So we do have hands-on classes as well, but it's not a tour where you're going to be sitting in the classroom all day and actually missing out on Japan. We do karaoke the traditional way. We do onsen bathing. Well, I don't, because I've got tattoos, so I'm not allowed to, which is a good excuse not to get naked, in my opinion. We go to local bars, we go to local cafés. So we try to make it as fun and friendly as you want it to be. I don't just take people from the UK, I take people from all over the world. So we've got some ladies from New Zealand coming next year. We've got a lady from Germany coming this year. So you don't have to be from the UK. One thing I will say, just to make this clear, I do not book the flights. I'm not legally allowed to do that for where I am with my tax bracket and all the paperwork that goes with it. I find you the flights, I send them over to you, and you click yes or no, and then you book them. So that's the only thing that I don't do for you. Everything else is done from arriving in Japan. We organise you a limousine bus or a taxi, brings you to the hotel. I'm waiting there, whatever time of day it is. You always arrive the day before the tour, so you've actually got a chance to to get your sea legs back. We start the following day, and then we're off. We do a lot of walking, but if you don't like walking, there are lots of taxis in Japan. So what we do, pop you in a taxi. I tell the taxi driver, take her to this cafe, drops you off at the cafe. I pick you up, and then we start again. So every little issue you've got, I can promise you I will find a way around it and how to fix it. We'd love to have you on board. Just send me an email, ask me some questions. There's no silly questions. A question's a question. So if you don't know the answer, ask me and I'll help you out. Look forward to seeing you. We've got loads more projects coming soon. Subscribe so you don't miss them.